Hello, everyone. This is Linda Drummond with Network in Action. And today I have the privilege of speaking with Michaela Hightower. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great, thanks.
Great.
Michaela, let's begin by telling everyone your company name and what it is you do.
I own the Parlor, which is a mobile bartending company.
That's great. How did you get into the mobile bartending business? That's fascinating to
It's
me.
fun. I have been in event planning for and hospitality for 25 plus years. And I really did fall in love with being behind the bar as it was just one of my favorite things to do. And it's sort of where you learn about how the event is actually working. And early on in about 2006, I started working on my sommelier certifications and kept going through this process. And it was something that I developed into. Wouldn't it be fun too? So I also owned an event venue and have worked my way through several different styles of being behind the bar and um, sharing what's in the bottle with people. So it just became something that I found a cohort that something it was something that she also really enjoyed. Casey is my business partner, and here we are. So we have mobile bars, and we just wherever we need to be, we're there.
I love that idea. That is
Yeah,
such a wonderful idea.
thank you.
All right, so Michaela, tell me, I know that you've been in the hospitality business forever. So I'm sure that out of that and your passion, you have some success stories. So would you mind sharing with me?
I what makes one of my favorite success stories, which actually is the most important part of what we do, is it's sort of the memory moment. And I know it doesn't sound like just one success story. It's the moment that any of us really look for in the hospitality industry, but it's really important to me. And it is the moment when you can look across the room amongst all of the people running around and doing things and dancing or hugging or whatever it is that you do, and you see this moment where you can physically see them making a memory. And they're not going to remember everybody else there. They're not going to remember about a million other things, and they probably won't even remember me. But I've been involved with them in their lives in a very intimate way. That's the way that we do business, is that we have a deep dive conversation with people and they stay friends for a long time and they actually stay clients over and over and over again. And so my deepest success stories are when I get to see those moments and get to see them actually making those memories happen. And whether it's in a crowd of, 10 people or 5,000, it doesn't matter. You see those memories being cemented in. And it's not one story, it's just over and over and over again. And that's what keeps me coming back for more.
I love that. That's great.
Yeah.
So speaking of being in a crowd and seeing the people, what are you looking for in the way of clients? What is a good referral for you?
A really great referrals for us are people that are certainly having some sort of a life event. It's certainly we were there for the weddings and the birthdays. We love those. Also the life events, the life celebrations, sometimes the harder events. Those are really important too and important to honor. And corporate events, we're there for those as well. So we're all over the map in the styles of events, and we certainly love that no event is the same, and we don't sort of categorize them the same either. Um, but we are very much interested in working, and we work best with clients that um, have a curiosity and want to do something sort of fun and interesting that it doesn't necessarily correlate to the financial side of things. Sometimes people assume that if I'm going to do something interesting, that equates huge money. And that's not necessarily what it's about, but it is about being curious. We hand make all of our mixers and we have very cool offerings. And so we love people that have a lot of interest in other things that are going on aside from the mundane and the normal. So we love a good, curious mind.
I
So
say,
that's
yeah.
really important. We also really love working with people that are celebrating or honoring other times and commitments, um, and working with other vendors that they really enjoy working with as well.
Great, great. So now then, when you are not making everybody happy and serving drinks and having fun, what do you like to do on your off time to have fun?
I am a single mom, so I am raising my girl, and I love cooking. And I definitely have the things that are sort of in my secret happy space back here. I love going antiquing and finding little treasures that I love to reimagine how we use them. In fact, you'll find a lot of them that have made their way into our space and into wine stories and all sorts of stuff. You also find them we also have an area that we can bring in things around the bar, and you'll find it folds into the history of what we do, and some of the other offerings that we have. So um, I love to do that kind of stuff. I love to repurpose things. Our first purchase actually was Ruby, which is a tiny house on a trailer, and she has a bar. So, and then we just recently got our hands on a 65 Chevy that will be turning into a tap truck.
I love it.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Oh,
I love to
oh,
play
that
in those
is
types of things.
tons of fun. That just sounds awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, great. So, Michaela, somebody wants to have fun. They want to call you and use you, or they know someone that might need you for an event or a special ceremony. How can they contact you?
You're going to contact me directly. I'd love to say that I've got a network of so many people in my office that you just can't find me ever, and that's just not true. But actually, I don't know that I would do that
Yeah,
anyway.
I started that. You'd probably be there.
I love chatting with people. So I'm Michaela Hightower with the Parlor, and they would call my cell phone, which is 719-351-7191. And they would reach me through email. You can do that too. You can text me. We are on the internet. We're kind of everywhere. We're on Instagram and Facebook, but yeah, call me.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, Michaela, it has been such a pleasure speaking with you. I love finding out more about your mobile bartending and the history behind it. And I wish you the best of luck and welcome to Network in Action.
Thank you. It was a pleasure chatting.
You have a fantastic day.
You too.